Oh, what a feeling it is. Welcome back. Beautiful.
The squall started to increase, the wind started increasing.
Now when it gets too strong like this, they don't usually last for too long. Fingers crossed.
Look at all the high rises. I have not seen a high rise for a very long time. This is very exciting.
Straits Key Marina, Straits Key Marina. This is sailing vessel Nandji, channel 71. You copy? So Malaysia's borders are closed to international travellers, but as currently stands with the movement control order here, you're allowed to move into province.
We've chosen an area to have our child, which is Penang. There's lots of hospitals there, great hospitals. There's also a marina there, which is near some of the hospitals, and it's a dog-friendly marina and a dog-friendly island as well. So it ticks all of the boxes for us.
So we're heading down for the 20-week scan.
Hoisted the main for a little while, so the carts are a little bit stuck. So we're going to spray some lanolin on them to lubricate them, and they should be able to easily hoist after that. I think they get a bit salty and a bit sticky, so. Good boy. Good boy.
With 70 nautical miles to sail to reach the island city of Palau Penang, it is around the maximum distance that Nandji can travel in daylight hours. To break up the trip, we decided to leave Kuwait in the late afternoon and sail 10 nautical miles down to the popular Singa Besar anchorage to drop anchor and spend the night. This then allowing us to leave early the following morning and day sail the remaining miles instead of travelling overnight.
Tack.
Tack, buddy.
Tack. Good boy. Oh. There you go.
Bucket in the water.
Oh, knock it down. Feel good?
Oh, it's so warm, eh?
Yeah.
So much nicer in the water than out.
Wow, look at that.
With the weather taking an unexpected turn for the worst, we had a stormy 12 hours and one restless night. With little sleep, we decided to delay our passage to Penang for 24 hours. Hopefully that will allow the weather to settle and we can get a good night's rest. Now, with an extra day up our sleeves, rather than waste it away, we took the whippet to shore and we could get busy with some of those routine boat life maintenance tasks. Today's going to be filled with one of those tasks that pretty much needs to be done on the regular. We need to scrub the bottom of the tender.
Yeah.
We always lift it up at night, but you know, we still get growth because around here you just get so much growth.
Yeah, it's tropical warm waters, so everything grows here.
Way too fast.
Yes.
So we'll take the outboard off, give it a bit of a scrub. We've brought over a rag and some dishwashing liquid. I don't know what you actually use. I probably should Google it.
Sand?
Sand, yeah, we'll sand
We sand. We don't want to take the paint off, so.
You want to keep the tubes good?
Yeah.
All right, job time.
Let's get into it.
Not as young as I once was.
15 kilo, yeah?
33.
Alright.
Because we're flipping it upside down, I better make sure the old breather cap on the fuel tank is closed. We don't want fuel everywhere.
This is what happens when you forget your tripod. You have to build a sandcastle tripod. We've got our little camera set up here on a sandcastle, but we're gonna use the sand to actually rub the algae off the bottom of the boat. So that's the main problem here, is you've got green algae growing on the bottom. I'm sure there is like a chemical that you could just put on there to get rid of this, but this way is environmentally friendly and it's not going to hurt the material of the tender as well. So plus we don't really have anything. This darker stuff comes off really easily, like easier. So this is what it looked like beforehand. It's got that green, disgusting algae on the bottom.
Yeah!
Look at that! Pretty good, eh?
Pretty good, eh? Straight back, bend your knees. Don't let it fall. Just joking.
What's a crab in here? What?
Oh, what a feeling it is. Welcome back. Beautiful. We're on the move. Yet another great feeling. We're free at last. The Nandji's underway this morning. We're leaving Langkawi. We're allowed to travel into province around inside Malaysia. And so we're heading down to the city of Penang. It's an island city connected to the mainland by a couple of bridges. So we're heading down there. It's about 60 miles away. So we're going to head down there for a little change of scenery and go suss out some hospitals for Bonita, because it looks like we're going to have a Malaysian baby, which is pretty exciting. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that the grommet will be a dual citizen, because Malaysia don't allow dual citizenship with their policy, their government. So he'll only be an Australian born in Malaysia. We have a forecast of a westerly today, but it's not really here yet, and it's quite light. But we've got the ocean's a bit wobbly with this real short period swell. It looks like it was blowing westerly pretty strong the last couple of days. And yeah, the ocean's still stirred up from it, but we got a full main up just to help combat the roll. We're just motoring along. Motoring out to sea, motoring towards the endless horizon. Oh, what a feeling that is. It's been a while. I've got the Megalodon coffee cup this morning, just because I want to be up here for a little while. Got a big old squillard that we're going directly at, but no time will tell what happens there. Nandji's only moving at 5 knots. We've got a bit of a dirty butt, so yeah, we're only moving at 5 knots. So I think that squillard will be gone before we get there. Oh, this is beautiful. Welcome back. Come on, wind, let us get sailing, then I'll be full on frothing. Thailand.
by Langkawi.
It's a rainbow! Oh my god, a rainbow! Wind had steadily been increasing for like the last half hour, just because I could see out on the horizon the big old grey cloud. So we managed to do a little bit of sailing, but now she's starting to come in closer. So we chucked a reef in the main. Just to see what this big puppy does. It's been a while since we sailed into a squall. Kind of excited.
Well, that's a first. The squall started to increase, the wind started increasing, and we looked at the hydrovane and it started sort of moving with the pressure of the rudder, like the whole thing. So it must have gotten bashed up when we hit the reef. Yosh has been over it before, checked it, like tightened all the bolts and everything, but there must be some sort of damage there. So luckily we are heading to the boatyard very soon because we got a few things that we really need to fix up. So for now we're just going to hand steer the rest of the way to Penang, which is totally fine because we love doing that anyway. Yeah, another boat job for the boatyard.
Comes the rain. The wind's slowly swinging around more like to like a southwest, so it's, I know we're pretty hard on the wind. We're a bit like, we're kind of beam reaching at the moment, just so it's a bit smoother so we can run with it a bit more and not get on the, not heel over so hard, but we really need to be going to windward a bit more. But you can only, now that when it gets too strong like this, you just, even though we want to be going to windward more, like you just got to run with it. It'll blow itself out soon enough. Like they don't usually last for too long. Fingers crossed.
We're getting beaten off course a little bit there with the stronger winds, but since they've eased, it's started raining now, and we're able to sail harder to the wind, so we're back on course. Heading for Penang.
Welcome back to a full head sail. We've got a second reef in the main still, so I might need to go hoist that puppy up as well, but it looks like the wind's getting a bit more balanced again. We can see Penang. You can see high-rise buildings. That's different. Wow, this is an actual full-on city, eh? I'm a bit scared now. I'm scared of cities. It's good to have that heady out now though. We're still scooting along, so it's nice just to be sailing.
Look at all the high rises. I have not seen a high rise for a very long time. This is very exciting.
Very different, eh?
Yeah, it's kind of like the Gold Coast or something.
It looks like the Goldie in your approach, eh?
Yeah. Whole new world. We might not be sailing to a new country, but sailing to a new province is just as exciting.
How's your mullet?
I'm growing it out. Die! A collision course with a cargo ship here, so we thought we'll just tack and slow down and let him go across in front of us, and then we can carry on. It's sometimes not worth the stress of crossing in front of them playing chicken, so we did that, and I think he's like completely stopped. He's now doing 0.5 knots, so now we're going to sneak across in front of him. What a waste of time though.
Straits Key Marina, Straits Key Marina. This is sailing vessel Nandji, Nandji, channel 7-1. Do you copy? Over.
Sailing Nandji, Straits Key Marina, copy you,
Lovely, Marina, this is Nandji. We are just on the approach now. We're probably a couple of hundred metres off the entrance. Over.
The visuals, make your way in, keep the trimaran which is outside to your port side. Make your way to the marina, head for the tower, the entrance is there. Once you're in the marina, go to port, I'll be on standby for you. Please prepare for me or standby for me, power line and stern line.
Okay, copy that, we're ready to rumble, we'll make our way in, thank you. This is our city living to the max. It feels so weird. We're not really marina people. We've never really been in many marinas. And so to now be in one that's all fancy, no, I might need to put a collared shirt on, you reckon?
Nah.
Walk around, yachting.
Nah. The coolest thing about this place is that it's dog friendly, so I can take Marley for a walk. Like, I can go for a run with him and put him on a lead. I mean, I haven't been able to do this since Australia, basically. There were times every now and then that I would in other countries, but because there's so many stray dogs and things like that, it's just too risky to do that. But here, yeah, people walk their dogs, and I'm just so excited to take Marley for a run. He's had lots of empty beaches to run around on and things like that, but this is just gonna excite his senses in a whole totally different way.
Oh, this is so weird. It feels so weird. Like, we're amongst all these pretty fancy boats and that, and just surrounded by this, I don't know, what are they? Condos and malls and everything?
Yeah, like fancy plazas.
Good boy.
Good boy. Good boy.